Tennis. Eala hopes for Gauff's speedy recovery. An amazing competitor. Manila. Filipina tennis star Eala hailed Coco Gauff as an amazing competitor and amazing role model after the American retired from their third-round match at Indian Wells with an arm injury. Eala was ahead 6-2, 2-0 when Gauff approached her at the net and confirmed that she could not continue. Gauff, a two-time Grand Slam champion, had her left arm wrapped and had already received treatment during an injury timeout in the opening set. The pair exchanged a hug at the net, and Eala checked on Gauff anew before the American headed to the locker room. Ibinahagi naya lang, yung nararamdaman naya. Siempre may konting pain sa braso but, yan lang, yung masasabi ko tungkol dun sa pinag-usapan namin, Eala told reporters when asked about their exchange. In an on-court interview, Eala wished for Gauff's speedy recovery while also hailing her as a trailblazer. "I want to say Happy Women's Day, everybody," said Eala. "I want to say thank you to all the incredible women who have paved the way for other women, among them is Coco. So thank you Coco for being an amazing competitor and amazing role model, and I really hope that everything is well and that you would recover soon," she added. Gauff said, "The pain felt like a firework going off inside of my arm, and then my whole arm felt like it was on fire. And then as the match played, it got progressively worse, even on shots that I wasn't even using my left arm for. It was a scary feeling," she added. The American said in an Instagram story that she is set to undergo an MRI. "I felt a weird pain in my left arm in the second game of the match. I tried to continue but it was only getting more intense. It was such an unfamiliar pain I decided it was best not to continue," she explained. "Good luck to Alex the rest of the way, always a pleasure sharing the court with you," added Gauff. The 20-year-old Eala acknowledged afterward that it was not her preferred way to advance, but Eala was still pleased with her performance. It was a marked improvement from her first encounter with Gauff just last month in Dubai, which the American won comfortably, 6-0, 6-2. This time, Eala showed a greater variety of shots and kept Gauff on her toes. "It's a difficult decision to retire from a match, I know. No one likes winning like that and no one likes losing like that," said Eala. "Nevertheless, I'm really happy with how I played. I'm really happy with my performance and I hope I can make the best out of the momentum," she added. Up next for Eala is Czech Linda Noskova for a place in the quarterfinals. "I have not thought about it yet. If I'm being completely transparent, I just got off the court, but Linda is an amazing player, very powerful and even at such a young age, very experienced," Eala said of her next foe. "So I'm excited. It's my first fourth round in Indian Wells, so I'm gonna go in with good preparation and a lot of motivation," she added. Tennis, heart and humanity. When competition becomes compassion. At its highest level, sport isn't just about victory or defeat. Sometimes, it becomes a mirror of what it means to be human. On March 8, 2026, at the iconic BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells, a story unfolded that reminded the world of tennis and sports at large, why we watch, celebrate, and love these athletes. It wasn't just a match, it was a moment of shared respect, gratitude, and resilience. It was the kind of scene that transcends the scoresheet, captured in every heartfelt word spoken after the final bounce. Stadium A match set for the ages, or so it seemed. The sun-drenched courts of Indian Wells set the stage for a highly anticipated third-round clash between two contrasting yet compelling figures of women's tennis. Eala, the young Filipina rising star, ranked world number 32 and capturing hearts with her fearless shot-making and grace under pressure, and Coco Gauff, one of the world's brightest champions, a former Grand Slam winner, world number 4, and a marquee name on the WTA Tour. Analysts had earmarked the encounter as a high-stakes battle, with Eala expecting a tough challenge against Gauff's Olympic-level power and consistency, especially given their recent meeting in the Dubai Tennis Championships just weeks earlier. For fans on both sides, the encounter promised fireworks. Yet sport has a way of reminding us that unpredictability and empathy is part of its beauty. High voltage, a sudden turn, Gauff's injury and retirement. From the first serve, Eala brought energy, precision and calm, dictating play with early breaks. She took the opening set 6-2, and trailed 2-0 in the second set when things took an unexpected turn. During a medical timeout, Gauff sought treatment for pain in her left arm, an issue that flared up in the first set and persisted despite physio care. After struggling through the early second set, she made the tough decision to stop competing and retire from the match. It was Coco's second retirement of her WTA career and the first since 2022, a rare and sobering moment. In that instant, the fervor of competition paused, replaced by something far more resonant. Speech balloon words that echo beyond the scoreboard. In her post-match interview, Eala stood on the court, not as a conqueror, but as a class act of sportsmanship. She could have let silence hang awkwardly, but instead she chose kindness. Eala began by acknowledging the significance of the day, International Women's Day, and thanking all the women who had paved the way in sport, especially those who had fought for equity and opportunity. And then came the line that resonated worldwide. So thank you, Coco, for being an amazing competitor and an amazing role model, and I really hope that everything is well and you will recover soon. Those words, sincere, unforced, and heartfelt, transformed what could have been a dry statement into a gesture that rippled far beyond the stadium walls. It wasn't just a wish for healing, it was recognition of Gauff's influence, both as a player and as a person. Handshake when rivalry meets respect. What made the moment especially memorable was the embrace shared at the net, not a stiff handshake or a routine gesture, but a genuine exchange. After Gauff informed Eala that she could no longer continue, the American apologized, saying, "I'm sorry, I hate to do this." It was a rare display of vulnerability from one of the sport's toughest competitors, and Eala's response, gracious and compassionate, reinforced why tennis, at its core, values mutual respect even amid fierce competition. The scene was emotional for fans watching. On social media and message boards, supporters called the moment sportsmanship at its finest and highlighted Eala's sincerity, not just as a player, but as a person who understands that respect and empathy matter just as much as points and rankings. Globe showing Europe-Africa more than a match, a narrative of growth. For Eala, the victory represented a milestone, her first advancement to the fourth round at a WTA 1000 event and the deepest run of her career at Indian Wells. Yet, even in the wake of that achievement, she didn't focus on her own success. Instead, she used the moment to uplift others. She thanked women who had come before her. She honored her own mother's support. And she wished the best for her opponent's recovery. That blend of confidence and humility, celebrating achievement while recognizing the shared humanity of competition, is what made her words stand out. It wasn't just a win. It was a declaration of character.